The old Fisherman back with you this morning. I'm going to show you what I just caught. Look at them crappies. Them pretty, ain't they? Look at them crappies. Hey, we're going to try to catch some more of them babies. Bear with me. We done caught 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slab crappies already. Hey, with a tiny crappie jig. Can you believe it? The old fisherman I went to crappie fishing from perch fishing. Perch is still biting. I just decided yesterday evening I dropped by on the way home and caught 6 slabs that weighed 11 pounds and crappies. Yesterday with all that wind, and I said, you know something? I think I'm going crappie fishing today. I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna do something different. So guess what? We're doing something different. We crappie fishing today. We crappie fishing. Slow, casting jigs, fishing straight down a 20 foot of water or so. I caught those on a little brush over there. Straight down. So we're gonna do some more of this crappie fishing. Slower, but I like a change ever so often. I'm getting tired of catching perch, so we're gonna try to catch some crappies. Right now I got a little area here, a little brush end of this dock, and I'm just letting it go down and reeling it slow. Yesterday they was hitting really good. If I'd have started crappie fishing yesterday morning when I was out there perch fishing, I would have had one heck of a bonanza day on crappies. But I had to get home at lunch. It was bumped. I missed it. I had to get home at lunch, and the wind was really high. But let me tell you, on them windy days where the front coming through and it's cloudy and high water in this lake, it's prime time to catch crappies. They're starting to move in and stage in this lake, and they're staging on any kind of humps or shallow, or 20-foot humps or 20-foot brush. And that's the kind of places they are this morning and yesterday. So we got to zero in on targets like that. But I'm gonna tell you now today, yesterday they hit casting. Today, what I've caught, I've had to put right straight down on them, and they don't really want to be aggressive and run after it. So you basically got to drop straight down. Caught a couple casting, but the last couple I've caught has been straight down. So what we're gonna do, we're going to pull right over here where it's some brush off the end of this dock. I think it's some brush out there. Any place where there's brush, about 20 or 25 foot of water is where they're going to be. And we're going to see what we see, if it's anything under the boat. It's real clear though, that's the only problem. And it's real clear, so we got to be real quiet. It ain't like beating the boat out in the deeper water. These crappies are spooked this shallow, so you can't be making any noise. And I know that goes against what I've been telling you with the perch, but this is crappies. This ain't perch. I'm not sure it don't work on crappies, but I think in clear water conditions, as shallow as it is here, that it won't work here. I think you run them off. So I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to pull back around here and get right at the edge of this brush, try to catch them straight down. Yesterday I casted and then caught them, but today they're not hitting casting. It's real bright clear. Got a cold front coming through, so everything's different. Day to day, everything's different. We're gonna drop down about 12 foot or so and see if we can't get one to bite it. Might not. I caught the ones I've caught over there a little bit deeper than this. So they might be out a little bit deeper today. Just got to find some brush and stuff around 20, 25 foot of water. And try to catch them. It's funny that these perch are just like these crappies. Catch a few here, catch a few yonder one day, and then the next day they're not there. So, but I just caught them right over there at the spot, and I thought I'd show them to you. But what I've done is I just dropped down about 15 foot, right close to the bottom. There's a little trash anywhere. There's a little trash. And try to jiggle it right on that. Oh, that was bite. That was bite. That was bite. Jiggle it on the heads. Something hit it right there. We had 19 foot of water right here. 19 foot straight down under the boats where I'm fishing. And we jiggling this thing along. That's where I caught the other ones, about 20 foot of water. And I think that's where they staging at, 20 foot of water. And there was another bite, missed him. Oh, wow, missed him. Like the perch out there. Try it again. I believe there's a couple crappies down there. Something bumping. That could be a brim bumping it. I don't usually miss crappies like that. I don't know. Find out. Something tapped it down. I think it's brim down there. I don't know. Looks like it could be crappies. I'm gonna tell you, if I had some minnows, I believe I could be catching with some about 3 or 4 long poles. I believe I could be catching them. I really do. I think I need minnows. I think it's some crappies down there. I ain't taking this jig over yonder. I had to keep messing with him before he took it. Keep aggravating it, keep jiggling it in front of his nose. And I think the same thing's gonna be over here. And right there I see a fish or two about 12 foot. About 12 foot deep right there. You got to get right on the spot. You can't be close to it. You got to be right on them. 19 foot of water, and I'm looking at what I think is crappies. And right off the bottom. It looks like some kind of fish down there. Not taking it though. Not taking it. I tell you, it's a cold front coming in, and it's not really a good day for crabfish. Yesterday was the day instead of perch fishing, I should have been crab fishing yesterday. And I said it right out there in my videos that a cloudy day, high water temperatures in the 60s, that the crappies and everything bass start moving into the banks. I said it right there and didn't even act on it. I should have acted on it, and the heck with them perch. I mean, I caught a nice mess of perch, made a video or two, how-tos, but I should have been crappie fishing. I messed up. I'd have caught me, I know, a limit of crappies if I'd have been in here. I mean, I know I could have caught 20 if I could have stuck with them. Now today is a whole different thing. Of course, I've caught 6 nice, 6, 7 nice crappies. So I can't complain so far, but I've been doing it about 45 minutes now. So I see fish down there. They just ain't hit. It's crappies there. I bet you late this afternoon, after the sun's been beating down in this water all day, right about dark, you can kill them. Guarantee you. I really can't believe I'm not getting a bite because I see crappies. I know the crappies. Got a rat nest in my line here. I know the crappies. I feel like it. I feel like the crappies I'm looking at. Put another color jig out there. Maybe try something else. Try another. Put another rod out there. I see crappies. Crappies at 22 foot of water. Right there. Right on the bottom. Crappies. It's laying there. Big ones too. You got big hooks. Either crappies or bass. I'll tell you that. I'm the crappies. One bite in a minute. One's gonna bite it in a minute. I got a feeling. Gotta get right on the bottom, yo-yo it. Right on the bottom, yo-yo that thing. I can't believe I ain't getting a bite. Can't believe it. There's fish out there, right on that bottom, right out from that dock. Turn this thing in circles too. These crappies straight down on them like this sometimes. They're like them perch out there. They want it pulling on circles. Get it pulling in a circle, one might bump it. Like it's swimming away from it. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. But anyhow, I wanted to show you. I was hoping I'd catch a couple at this dock. Can't really believe I'm not. Around here, circles. There he is. Finally hit it. See how that circling will do? See how that circling will do? I was going in circles, and he hit it. And he's a slab too, buddy. He is a slab. He is a genuine slab crappie. See that? See what you got to do, a little patience. See what a little patience will do? I'll tell you what a little patience will do. A little patience will catch you just right here. That's what a little patience will do. Look at the size of that crappie. Huh? You think that ain't a whopper? That is a whopper. A whopper crappie who's sitting down there would not bite. I told you I was seeing him, and I made that jig go in a circle, just like I do with them perch, swinging at the boat in a circle, and he couldn't stand it. That crappie right there is at least 2 pounds. He's a thick, big old Monticello monster. That's what I'm telling you. The old fisherman, he can get them. You just got to listen to me to teach you how. I mean, I'm proud of that crappie. Look at the size of that crappie. A Monticello slab crappie. You got to love it. This gets the old fisherman wired up like them perch out there. My goodness sakes alive. And I caught him on a green and blue chartreuse triple ripple type jig. Got a triple ripple tail. When I say triple ripple, it's got 3 slots, 3 little tails sticking off of it. How about that, people? You just got to have patience, and you got to know and believe in what you're doing to catch a big old slab crappie like that. That's what I'm telling you. Monster. Now, I was on that fish. I told you I was seeing them. They wouldn't bite it. 19, 20, 22 foot. And I made that jig go in a quick circle. It was straight under the boat, would not touch it. When I started pulling that thing and slinging it in that circle, he nailed it. That is the key. You've got to change your direction of your plug. Any kind of direction change. Something different when they're not really biting. Now, if they biting and you got a minnow out there, he's gonna tap it and take it down. You got it. If I had minnows on these jigs, I wouldn't have to do that. But if I had a couple of minnow rods out there, I'd probably be catching a lot of crappies. I might have to get some minnows. I don't like minnows. I don't like fishing with minnows, but I might have to get me some minnows tomorrow and come back. But that just goes to show that they're deep hanging out here off that brush in 20 foot of water because it's not cloudy. They're sitting out here staging, waiting for the sun to go low light, get behind the trees or cloud cover to come in before they go to bite this afternoon, is what they're doing. And we catching them in clear water conditions, 19 and 20 foot right off the bottom is what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And there's plenty of fish down there that's not biting. So I'm sure if I had minnows out there, I'll be catching more fish. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's a nothing. There's another slab. I told you. I told you. I told you. Them suckers, they can't fool the old fisherman. The old fisherman's gonna get them. The old fisherman is gonna get them. Look at that, what another slab crappie. Huh? Look at that, what another slab crappie. You got to love it. Woo, the perch ain't gonna get bit today because I am not gonna fish for perch today. I am not gonna fish for perch today. Not catching these. I'm gonna stick here and catch my 20 crappies. Look at him. Ain't that pretty? People, I'm telling you, I got some slabs in here already. Trying to get my hand on it. Look at that. Look at that. You tell me that the old fisherman don't know what he's doing. Slab. Oh my gosh. Huh. Take my time. Put it out there. Know what you're looking at on the fish finder. In a few minutes I'll get that fish finder and try to show you what I'm looking at. But it's all an experience. It's all an experience. Changing directions, slowing it down, not casting. They wouldn't hit casting today. Yesterday they hit casting. All of that comes into play. And knowing how to present that plug at the right place And that, my friend, is how you catch big crappies. That, my friend, is the way you catch monster crappies. We're going to do this again. We're going to drop it down. We done found them staging out here in 20 foot of water, right on this ditch, right off this brush. Bright sunshiny conditions, just like catching them perch eye channel in 60 foot, only we in crappie depth, 20 foot. That's the difference. I went back up the cove up there and was casting shallow to see if there was any shallow, and they wasn't. And they wouldn't hit casting. I caught two right here off the dock casting when I first come in this morning. Well, I pulled out the cove. I caught one bass up there. I pulled out the cove. And I come back over to another little spot over there, so a couple of stumps or something on a kind of a drop, and I caught a couple. And then I come over here, and I just shown you I had to catch them two big slabs. Them bigger fish are over here. Those are 2-pound crappies. Those are 2-pound. I don't know if you realize it, but those two, at least, I ain't weighed them yet, but I promise you they're 2-pound crappies. Got no reason to lie about that. And that, my friend, is how you do it. That's how you catch monster crappies. Being patient, knowing what you're doing, having control of your boat, and getting it at the right spot. Now we're gonna pull it right out here again. It's slow fishing, but it's worthwhile slow fishing. You got to love it. I'm telling you, anybody don't like that. All right, getting back out in the strike zone. Right out here in front of this dock. 20 foot of water. The fish are down there in 20 foot of water. And they're just hanging out. And we just gonna, ooh, that's a big old school. Now right here, I'll show you. I'll show you what it looked like. Show you what it looked like. You see these up here? You see them up there? That's your full scale. That's the bottom, that's the top. Those are crappies. Those are a big school of crappies in there at 12 foot deep. Those are crappies. That's what I'm talking about. In traveling schools, those are slab crappies. When they show up on fish funnel in a big area like that, yellow, those are crappies. So they under me. Now if you had about 9 rods out like the Spider Boys with minnows and jigs, I'd probably be catching them pretty fast. But I only got 2 rods, and I've said I only fish with 2 rods. Once in a blue moon, I might fish with 3 if I got minnows. I got a rod holder I put on the boat this morning. I hadn't had it on there for this purpose. And I got 3 little spots there. That's all I got. You can catch them with 1 rod. You ain't got to have all of it, but it's just increase your odds with all them rods. That school of fish I just showed you, if I'd have had minnows out there, I promise you one of them would have went down. Because that was one heck of a school of fish. So all I'm going to do is take this trolling motor and circle right here in front of this place and try to circle over them and see if I can sling them jigs. They're not very deep and the water's clear, so they basically are probably just running from me. Because I can see 5 foot deep and I'm fishing straight on them. So, and it's not cloudy. And if it's cloudy, it'll be all right. But hey, ever so often, if I can swing these jigs at the right depth over them, they'll take them. That's what you do. But I want to give you an idea of how to catch big crappies and what they look like on the fish finder in any lake that you go to. Crappies right now are getting ready to do their thing. That water temperature gets in the 60s, they're going to be moving up to the bank. In the mouths of these ditches, them highways they run. The highways like that I talk about are the ditches. When it makes a turn, you got this creek comes in here, makes a turn. Where it makes a turn, they're going to push out on a steep bank or up in the ditch, in the middle of the ditches, back in the back. And that's where they're going to be. Right now, they're holding in 20, 22 foot of water in here, and they just roaming. They just staging and roaming. And they just like them perch. You just got to put it, but a crappie, you got to put it right on it. And of course, them perch is like that too. I mean, you got to put it where he is at. You can't put it 20 feet from him and think he's going to come get it. And the crappies is even more peculiar. You got to put it right on their head. I mean, they'll get in the size of a 55-gallon drum, and it'll be 8 or 10 of them sitting there, and you got to put it right on them and aggravate him, and he'll get mad at it and bite it. And that's what they're doing. These are big old female crappies is what they are. I mean, big ones. Big ones. But I'm going to catch one more, I hope, and let you go. Because it takes a while to video something streaming on constant fishing like this, live action. And crappie fishing, like I say, unless you can get them on a brush, 12 foot, and yo-yo that thing in above the brush, it's not going to be fast. These fish, I caught a couple, now they're probably spooked. So now, at this point, I got another little spot over yonder. So all I got to do is I can sit here between them two spots. It'd be nice to have a third one, but it's another cove around there I could go to. But I can sit here between these two spots and just yo-yo back and forth during the day and catch me a limit of crappies, I am sure, unless the water starts falling. When that water starts falling, you know, it might be a little bit harder, and they might pull back a little bit more. But right now, they're sitting right in here, and they might stay right out of here with the water falling, but they don't feed as good with the water falling. It looks like just some old logs and stuff. I'm not getting hooked on brush. I think they're just hanging out here on this drop, basically. That's what I think they're doing. But I know one thing, them some Magnum slab crappies. I can tell you that. Them good ones. Both of them crappies were 2-pounders. I mean, I'm really impressed with the size of these crappies. And I said in an early video, I don't know what happened to the crappies. Well, that just goes to show, maybe it ain't nothing happened to the crappies. I just got focused on perch and forgot the crappies, is what I've done. It's where your focus is. Of course, you're going to focus on white perch because it's a lot easier. Catch a lot more of them and you don't have to worry about a limit. On the crappies, you got a 20 limit. You catch 20 crappies like that, though, you got a pile of fish. I tell you that. Right now, I've got one heck of a mess of crappies. And I only got, I think I got nine now is what I got. So I'm about halfway to my limit. If I went in another place over there and got on some more, I can't catch 11 more crappies. Then either I got to go home or go perch fishing. Might go perch fishing at that point. And of course the perch bite early in the morning too, so I might just go home. But anyhow, I see a couple right there, 20 foot. They're hanging on 20 foot of water. They're hanging about 16 foot deep. They're still in there. They still there. They're just roaming around, but they're not hitting these jigs. So, not hitting a jig. And I pulled it right off. It was 8 or 10 right there together. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do at this point. I'm close enough to cast in. Maybe if some of them pushed up a little shallow. So I'm going to cast this jig in there and see if I can let it sink down to where they're at, which is going to be 15, 16 foot deep. I might get hung up. But I think I'm not getting deep enough with the cast is what it is. That's what I think's happening. Not deep enough. And there he was. That was a bite. That was a bite. I missed it. So maybe they are in there a little shallow. Now, at this point, what I'll do is throw it back out there, let it sink back down again, unless I touch the edge of some brush. And I might have done that. I might get hung up this time, letting it get down. But that time, I kind of pull it and let it sink. Let it sink down. Pull it, let it sink.
South Carolina's favorite country is 97.5 WCOS FM, Columbia, broadcasting live from the Palmetto State Armory Studios.
Yesterday, when I come in here, I just cast it in and let it sink a little bit and held the rod way down close to the water and pulled it in and caught it. Today, I might have to do the same thing. So that time I held it up, didn't get one. This time, I'm gonna throw it in there And I'm gonna let it sink a little bit, and then I'm gonna hold my rod down at the water level. That gets it down deeper, and see if I want to hit it like that. Now we're gonna reel it real slow. Just reel it. I'm not gonna pump it. Not taking it. Not taking it. One more cast and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna try one more cast, then I'm gonna let you go because my minutes are getting too long on this video. But we caught a couple big crappies for you. Took a while. Hey, but that's the way crappie fishing is. Takes a while. But you've seen what you can catch if you take your time and just take your time and focus. Focus on that crappie jig when you're pulling it in. Letting it get down is my problem today. I got to let it get down. You got bright sunshine, they're not up. Yesterday, cloudy weather, they were up. And I could catch them casting in the today is a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game today. I'm gonna let you go. Steve come out of Lake Monticello, and I'm telling you, just to hold up two of the nice ones. When I got a bunch of nice ones, but I'm telling you, them is slab crappies. Lake Monticello, Steve come around.